Welcome back to the Colorado Springs Business Podcast. This is episode 3. On today's episode, I have on Mariya Schoening, and she runs a cleaning company here in Colorado Springs called the Springs Cleaning Company. She also does this coaching where she teaches people how to run cleaning companies, and she's doing that right now. You can check that out. We're going to talk about it in the episode. We talk about some other cool stuff. We hear her story, what brought her out here, and some of, the challenges and how she's overcome some of the challenges that she's had with running a cleaning company here in Colorado Springs. And I can't wait for you guys to hear this interview that I have with Mariya. So let's play it. This is a weekly show where I interview business owners and entrepreneurs from Colorado Springs, in Colorado Springs, doing things in the community of Colorado Springs.
Hi!
Hey, how's it going? I'm here with Mariya, and we're recording an episode of the Colorado Springs Business Podcast.
How exciting!
And this is a show where we discuss, where I have entrepreneurs and business owners in Colorado Springs doing things in Colorado Springs on the show, interviewing them once a week, new episodes. So yeah.
That's exciting. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely.
This
is fun. I got my feet kicked up on your wall right now.
Yeah, got your coffee.
Yeah, dude,
We're excited.
It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's introduce you to the Colorado Springs community, or at least the people in that will be listening to this podcast.
Awesome. Well, so my name is Mariya, or Mariya, however you want to say it.
Is it Mariya? Sorry,
it's okay, Mariya. I go with both. And I own Springs Cleaning Company, where we clean what you don't want to clean. And I started my company about 3 years ago in December, and it was never ever dreamed of having a cleaning company in my life. I always knew I was going to have a business, but I didn't know what it was going to be. And I tried so many different jobs, and I've tried real estate, and I was in and out so quick, like 6 months.
Oh yeah.
And it was just not for me. So that's okay. It's good to know when something's not for you. And
for sure.
And then I was kind of moping around, didn't know what to do, and my friend approached me and said, Mariya, how about we start a cleaning company? All my friends have cleaning companies. And that's a great reason to join an industry, right? Where there's ton of competition, right? Terrible. But I was like, well, why not? Let's do this. I have nothing to lose. And so we thought we were going to strike it rich. We're going to go to the Broadmoor and knock on doors, and we're going to be killing it, right? Nothing happened. Nobody responded.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, this is horrible. And I had a friend who said, come clean my house. And so we had one client our first month. And then we were like, let's go to the military base and hang flyers. And they told us at the office, you can't do that. And then luckily someone overheard us in the office that we clean, and he's like, well, I'm moving and transferring. And so we had our second client. And then the third month, we had 2 clients.
And is that consistent clients?
No, it was a one-timey. Okay. It was so pitiful, right? It was the slowest, hardest start. And then 6 months in, my friend actually moved away. And I was like, what do I do? Do I continue? And I thought, well, why not? Just continue. And I started, getting clients slowly. And I was pricing, hourly. And it was difficult. And eventually I started hiring help, and I've gone through 17 cleaners my first year. And,
wow.
Some didn't stick, some kind of stuck for a little while. Some people, maybe their knees hurt and they couldn't continue. Some people got mad at me. It happens, right? And so I just continued with the business, and, I'm just really blessed. I discovered a method how to price quote properties that is not hourly or by the job, and it has changed my business completely. And I discovered a way how to hire amazing cleaners that nobody thinks to use. And eventually I decided to start putting what I learned in my company into a coaching program. And I worked for close to, 6 months already on it. And it's finally complete. And I have my first batch of students, which is really exciting. Yeah. And I just want to share it with other cleaning company owners who are struggling how to price and how to hire cleaners. And they just can't grow because they're stuck where they're at. So that's where I'm at right now. And
that's cool.
I'm open for any questions that you might have?
Yeah, definitely. I had about 1,000 questions probably between that. And the first one is like going back to like when you first started, you had just like 1 or 2 clients at the beginning. How did you get more clients? How did you grow from there? How did you get to a level of sustainability?
So the first client was a friend who found out from church that I clean, and he said, come clean for me. So me and that friend went and cleaned, and we did fine. We both worked hard. And so that was the first client. The second client was the military base. Somebody, overheard us. And the third cleaning was that first client. So we were on a repeat basis. Nice, so that was nice. So initially it was friends who I knew. And same thing, kind of people from church, people who I kind of know. And that's how I started. And then, you can't keep that going for very long, right? With friends and family. Yeah, you need to start reaching out. And somehow I got introduced to networking, and that changed my whole life. I met incredible people, and I'm an introvert, okay? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. I'm pretty social. But I literally used to hide in bathrooms when it was open networking time because I didn't know what to say. It was awkward. All these things that go through your head, all the days of middle school and high school come up, right?
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
Awkward, right? And slowly I was able to overcome that with other amazing people. I learned to see the world that it's not just me. There's other people that are struggling with the same thing. And now I try to bring those people up who are maybe standing there in the corner not knowing who to talk to. But networking has been incredible because when you help other business owners and you connect them and you're there not just to sell your stuff, like, hey, buy my cleanings or buy my this and this, you're there to benefit them. And yes, you can talk about yourself and share what you can do. But, I started getting that word of mouth. I started getting referrals and business owners started having me clean their properties. And then referring for private clients, realtors started calling, and I started developing partnerships with other business owners in the community.
So how long before your first few clients were you getting enough work that you realized, hey, I need to start hiring other people?
Well, because having my friend there from the beginning, I just was like, I don't want to do it alone because just having a buddy there on the job site with you is so beneficial. You can have a 3-story house that can take 6 labor hours. And so just having a teammate there cuts it down to 3 each. It's still 6 hours, but a helper just cuts that out. Imagine doing after construction job where so much dust is on every single piece, right? Your blinds, your baseboards, every single cabinet. That's going to take a lot. It could be a 12 labor hour job. I've had 15 labor hour jobs where you bring in a crew of 3 or 4, sometimes 5, just to get it done in that one day. Because turnaround times need to be fast.
How did you get those people? What was your method of finding the right people?
So yeah, initially it was that friend, and then friends from church, and then and then I sometimes even people started referring their friends. So that was a help. And then I went to Facebook, the good old trusted Facebook. I really love it.
Oh, yeah. And it's one of the most powerful business tools.
It's incredible. But it's not just like any just random way, right? There's cleaners groups. There's, you can go to Monster. You can go to Indeed. You can go to, Craigslist, which is sketchy. You have to approach it correctly, right? So I used to approach it really wrong. I used to be desperate for cleaners, right? When you're stuck and you're working your butt off and you're like, I just need help
Would you spend every hour on the job?
Oh my gosh. So I would clean. Yeah, I would personally clean and try to, maintain happiness for the customer. And so that desperation came through. I would ask anybody who's moving, right? Oh, you want to clean? You want a job? Or you should not be like that, right? You should not
operating from a place of desperation is always a bad spot.
So wrong. And I learned to flip the script where now I offer jobs and help fill people's schedule so that it's more of me helping them instead of like, do you want to clean for me? Do you want to be my employee?
I need the help. I need this now.
And so a lot of it is our speech. And so I've been doing a lot of reading and studying and listening to business gurus, because it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And so when you approach people of helping them, then things turn around. And so
for sure,
now I have an arsenal of cleaners. I have people calling, right? Even before this live call, I had somebody call. I booked a price quote, and they saw me on Facebook. And so it's how you use those tools that are online and in person and networking that bring success.
For sure. So for someone who's wanting to start a business here in Colorado Springs, you know, in the metro area of it too as well, Falcon, which is where we're at right now. Yeah. And someone who wants to start a business, or someone who has started a business already, what would be some good advice you think you could give for them?
I would definitely recommend they go networking. Yeah. And partner with some top networkers that are connected.
By partner, what do you mean?
Just go buy them coffee, schedule a 1-to-1, and or buy them lunch and pick their brains. When they get to know, like, and trust you, they will start referring you. Your business will explode. If you don't have a business yet, think about what you're interested in, what you're good at. Maybe you're good at playing chess and you want to teach other people how to play chess. If you love puzzles, you could start puzzle marathons. I don't know. Just think of anything. Knitting.
That's the exciting thing about the internet. Is that you can do what you love and make a living out of it.
Exactly.
And you could do that before the internet, but the internet has really unbound that and amplified it, and it's super awesome.
It's so cheap to get your business name with the state. Then get your EIN number with the federal government. It's free. Then you can get your insurance if you're doing anything that needs to be insured. Like if you're doing anything like heavy lifting, right? Or you're putting somebody in danger with the line of work you're in, then you might need the insurance. A lot of times you don't even need to pay that until you're at a certain scale in your business. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, in my industry, it's around $500-$600 a year for a simple liability policy. And then you just decline to do things that are, high risk, or like mold mitigation. I refer that out. So there, I'm not just profiting off every little thing. I don't even do carpet cleaning. I refer that out. I don't do like painting. I refer that out. And so I started building a circle of people that I know, like, and trust. I was just part of that networking and one-on-ones, getting to know people that I can refer people, and my customers know that it's not just me out there. If they need a carpet cleaner, I will refer somebody amazing, and they will be happy. And so that's how kind of you grow synergistically with other people in your community, where you're not just a lone wolf, and it's a win-win for everybody.
I think that's one cool thing about like being a business owner and owning a business is when you start getting into the network, into the networking, you really get to know other business owners. And it's really kind of cool just be like, when someone needs cleaning services, or someone needs carpet cleaning services, or something specific, you can be like, hey, I know a guy.
I know a guy. Like, he's the best in this town.
It makes you feel like you own all these businesses in a way. And not own them, but like it makes you feel like you're doing something productive, helping out, and like, you're not just helping out the person who needs the service, you're helping out your friend who owns the service.
I love it. Like with Brandon, he does carpet. I always say, hey, to my clients, ask for the Mariya discount. And they're like, oh, okay. And so they call, and it's like, oh, you have a discount with this carpet cleaning company, right? It's amazing. But it's good to kind of do those partnerships, and then everybody's happier, and people refer me, and I go thank them, and then that makes them want to send more, and I try to do the same thing, even if it benefits me nothing. I partnered with Idio Chiropractic, and cleaning has nothing to do with chiropractic, right? But they wanted to get more clients in the door, and so they bought a gift certificate from my company, and they did an pretty much like a drawing for customers that came in. They had a chance to win the certificate. And so after the month of the promo, they paid for the certificate. So I got a win. Then their customer got a win because they got a free cleaning. Yeah. And then they got a ton of business out of it.
That's awesome.
And we promoted it, put it on social media. And that's just one simple way how to promote yourself and other people and make it a win-win-win for everybody. And
yeah, that's beautiful. That's
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
I love it.
So with your business, what have been some of the struggles, maybe even like a specific story that you had and had to overcome, and how did you do that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's struggles with everything. Cleaning is so intense. An average 3-story house, guess how many outlets and light switches there are?
3-story house? 15.
Are you kidding me? Over 200.
What?
Yeah. Just outlets and light switches where you plug in. So imagine, and you're touching way more than just outlets, right? You're doing, the stove, the cabinets, the counters, the baseboards, the blinds, whatever's on the list to do. And, I've had people let me go for missing one little thing, even though like I guarantee service. I'm like, we'll come back, take care of it, we'll fix it, happy to do it. Some people aren't there yet, and some people are business owners, and they don't give you that grace to go and take care of it. And so that's been hard sometimes, but it's very rare. Most customers are absolutely incredible, and I've learned to overcome the boundaries by explaining everything. I literally have a checklist, and I ask them, are you allergic to any products? Do your pets shed? What's the expectation with your blinds? Do you want them just dusted or panel by panel? And everything I spell out so that later when it comes to it, my cleaner doesn't wonder, like, are we deep cleaning the baseboard or just dusting it? Or what's the expectation? What's the cost? I ask everything.
So basically what you learned was people can be picky and to cover and to touch all your bases, basically.
Absolutely.
And you've learned from experience from doing what those exact things are.
Yeah.
And if you didn't go into this knowing that. No. You had to fail fast. You had to fail forward.
Yeah. And I had to change me and not have pride issues. I tell my cleaners that, I might miss something too. So it's okay to tell me, Mariya, you left a streak on the on the window. That's okay. We're there to fix it and make the customer's life better. And so I learned to, the humility comes. At first it hurts. You're like, oh, I totally didn't miss that, I swear. But I'd rather take the loss and take care of it than, get a bad reputation and, maintain my correctness. And so it's definitely a lot of lessons in working on myself. Because only then you can benefit a lot of people.
Any clients from hell? Any specific stories?
I try to mitigate that. No, I don't think I have.
Okay, that's
good. Because I tend to always do a walkthrough price quote, so I
you
see
qualify them.
I see what I'm getting into. I have committed before where I didn't see the property, and that always turned around to bite me. So I always go do a preview and then price accordingly. And if it's not a good fit, that's okay.
So what you're telling the people listening to this, who might be business owners or maybe just interested in doing that, is that they need to qualify the people that they're looking for.
Not everybody's your customer, not everybody's your cleaner or your employee, whatever it is. Get to know people. I love doing the 16personalities.com test to get to know,
for employees.
Sure, for cleaners,
You don't really want to do that to every customer. They'd be like,
no,
what are we getting into?
Unless I really love them, right? It's fun. But
here's a personality test before I clean your house.
No. I work with all sorts of people. But no, it's fun. But I love doing that because to get to know people better and how we think. But
definitely,
But yeah, it's fun building that relationship and taking care of people long term.
For sure.
Yeah, no really clients from hell. If I see it's not a good fit or something I can't do, like like extreme mold mitigation or something, I would refer that to a professional or somebody, a mental health professional, anything like that, whoever needs it. I don't want to take on every person. It might not be a good fit, or I might not be able to take care of them. So it's
that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Qualifying is important. I've noticed that's important for almost all businesses. For unless you're like a restaurant, then you just take in anyone. I mean, some restaurants do qualify you. You can't get in with sweatpants. They kick some people out.
No shoes, no shirt.
Yeah, exactly. There's still some qualifying there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that wraps up most of the questions that I had.
I love it.
And I really just want to dig into to the people who are doing things and what they've done, their successes, how they got there, and their story, and just really get that journey out.
I love
that. And I think we did an awesome job here today on this episode.
Yeah. So if there's any cleaners watching, they're interested in learning more about how to hire, how to price quote properties so that their business can grow, I have a webinar prepared that goes through the 3 secrets of finding amazing cleaners. And it's at cleanersmastermind.com. I would love it if you check that out. And if you need more in-depth coaching, I have a program available for that. But the webinar there is free. So go ahead and go to cleanersmastermind.com and check it out. And if you need cleaning services, springscleaningcompany.com is here for you. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. So you guys heard it here first. If you're looking to start a cleaning business, I almost said Mariah again.
You can say Mariah, however you like.
Now it's stuck in my head as Mariah.
You can say that. It's perfect.
All right, cool. Well, to hit her up, she's obviously run a successful cleaning company, and now she's out here teaching other people how to do that exact same thing. So that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome.
I appreciate you, Andrew. This is incredible what you're doing for Colorado and Colorado Springs, and all the best to you. And
all right.
Hopefully
same
your company blows up.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
All right. So this ends the episode, and we'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for another episode with another awesome entrepreneur here in Colorado Springs. All right. That's it for this week's episode of the Colorado Springs Business Podcast. It was a wonderful time going over and interviewing and getting to know Mariya's story a little bit better. So yeah. Stay tuned for next week. Make sure that you're subscribed on any podcast platform that you're listening to this on. And next week we have on Paul Hasty of Tint Technologies. So I will see you guys next year.